guys, and welcome to the Emerald Gore Society's Game Basement. I'm Faceless Mike, and this is going to be my first shot at giving a bit of a walkthrough on an intro to some of these games. I'm going to do a little bit of a playthrough of some of them, keeping it nice and short, and giving a kind of a short video review. So, right now we've got Camp Sunshine. As we wrote on the EGS before, Camp Sunshine is a 16-bit, blood-soaked horror RPG that pits you as a seemingly hapless teenager who was dropped off at summer camp. He wakes in the middle of the night to discover blood everywhere and a rampaging killer on the loose, dressed in a mascot costume. It's up to you to piece together the puzzle and relive the past of the summer camp slasher in order to put a stop to the night of terror. Right at the moment, this game's going up on Steam for about $9 to $10. I'm not too sure what it is in US dollars and euros. And you can check them out on Facebook at facebook.com/Camp Sunshine Game. Now, the guys were nice enough to send us over a copy here to check out. I was meant to get to review it before, but we've been so up the walls I never got the chance to. And it's very much one of those old school games. It puts you in the mind of the old Super Nintendo Mega Drive days. Not quite back as far as the NES, but it's very much one of those exploration games. Anyone that played the good old Friday the 13th on the NES will be familiar with the concept, even though it's a bit more top-down Pokemon-y style graphics, but it's still quite entertaining. The idea is you have to try figure out what's going on while still avoiding the slasher. Very similar to a lot of games at the moment out like Outlast or Slender, some of those old horror games. It very much runs on the idea that you're trying to wander around and figure things out with your flashlight and trying not to get caught, which is quite entertaining, but I really like the way this is done. It's a unique control system, it's set in the old school way. At least that way you don't need a super powered PC to run it, and it's just quite entertaining to take a look at. And you can see in the graphics here, it's quite nice and easy to go. You'll have to pardon me here, I put the banner down at the bottom of the screen and my icon on the left. Or fix that later on during my playthrough, so I'll fix that through. So I'm not going to be playing too long of this anyway today. This is a little bit that I done earlier on, and we kind of ended it abruptly because, well, apparently I need to get a new gaming rig. So either way, one or the other. Here's the control system. Easy layout for whenever you're using a keyboard and mouse or a controller. For games like this, I prefer to take a shot at a controller because it's, I don't know, it just feels more comfortable. As a bit of a console kiddie back in my day, I still prefer the feel of a controller in my hand than using mouse and keyboard, but you know, there's certain games mouse and keyboard are just superior. But we won't get into the PC Master Race crap at the moment here. Anyway, you see these guys going along with the text at the bottom, and the story actually gets kind of interesting when you're getting into it. I really like the way they've done that. They choose to not go for voice options. I know it seems like cheap just using text, but it gives you more an immersive feel. You know, it also makes the game smaller and easier to run, and the inevitable as the guys are talking about it, porting it over to PS4 and Xbox One and whatnot, it'll make this a lot easier of a go over. Keep it nice, cheap, easy to go over. Here's me trying to figure out what the buttons do. It'll make it go over nice and sweet, and yeah, it'll be something quite interesting to see. It's been quite successful on Steam so far. I'm just wondering if they'll get as far as being able to bring it to consoles. I like this nice little gore. What's that? Chiptune gore? Chibi gore, if you want to call it? I don't know. I just really fell in love with the art style of this game when I seen it, and it brought me back to the old school days with more modern stuff. Nowadays you kind of don't get that nostalgia feel anymore. Yeah, I know, there is nostalgia games out there, but you don't quite get that nostalgia feel like you used to. Go in, check out your closet, get your flashlight. You'll see in the top of the screen there's a little meter for your flashlight, and I don't know if that's the meter or your flashlight, but pretty sure it's your flashlight. And then there's one here. Oh, there we go. Teddy Ruxpin himself. Yep. So he comes and chases you, and you're meant to go and hide all Metal Gear style. Anyone remember Metal Gear? Not Metal Gear Solid, the prequel. Yeah. Get all that kind of run, hide, distract. Very much stealth play, which you can, if it's a horror game, you can't really do anything other than stealth play, really, can you? Combat in a horror game. I know some people like that, but it kind of takes the horror away. Not make too much noise. Oh no, Teddy Ruxpin again. Ah well, that Five Nights at Freddy's really has a lot to answer for with these games. But anyway, so we've got our guy here. We've got to run, we've got to hide, we've got to conserve our battery for our flashlight just in case something goes wrong, heaven forbid. Man, I never got to go to summer camps like this when I was a kid. That's sad. It's a big map though. I'm actually quite impressed by the size of the map they've done, because it gives you a reason to double back. So if any of you remember good old point and click games on the PC, you'd have to run around, figure something and double back and then go back, you know, your fetch quests. As I was reminded earlier, the Goron fetch quest in the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, that was pretty much a lot of this game. Go get this, bring it back, figure it out, piece together all the bits and pieces of the past. And here wouldn't be a good old horror game without a lovely flashback. Let's see what the thing we get here. Yep. So we've got the nice flashback, 20th of June 1964. Okay, I've seen enough horror movies. Without finishing the game, let's take a guess. Should happen any day now. Aren't they the cute couple? Okay, so from seeing enough horror movies, my money is on this couple. Something bad happens to the wife. The husband freaks out and he's the guy in the teddy suit. I may be wrong now, I've only played a few minutes of this game, but that's always the way it goes. You can nearly call it from the start. Although I'm probably wrong, because the guys at Camp Sunshine, the guys at Fossil Games that made this, they actually done really well on the story. I had a bit of back and forth with them on the EGS about like when they were promoting the game before it was released, and they promised a really good story, so I doubt it's going to be that predictable. But you never know. You can never tell. To be honest, the story in this is actually going so well and the gameplay runs so smoothly, I wouldn't mind if they went for the good old school cheese. Even if the story is predictable, it can still be really good, because, you know, well, the best horror stories are the ones we've heard again and again, right? They're just retold in a far better fashion. Oh, wake up, my water just broke. Our baby's on the way. Okay, quick, get to the damn hospital. So you waited to decide to go to a summer camp right when you were about to give birth? Fantastic. Great notion. Great idea, guys. That didn't make any sense. No, it didn't. But it was enjoyable. I think it's better told in flashback than just mountains of text anyway. At least it gives you a bit of insight. But my money's still on the teddy bear. That dude with the beard is the guy in the teddy bear suit. You mark my words. Let's see. And you will know them by the trail of blood, huh? The fire escape route. Yeah, that'd be handy to kind of get the hell out of there. You know, because what's the point in hanging around, man? Seriously. Yeah, why not? We'll take a nap. There's a killer on the loose, but yeah, why not? Screw it. We'll go take a nap, huh? Nice safety thing, though. Nice little save function. I like games that remind you to save. We've all been spoiled with too many autosaves lately. I've been noticing when I've been playing games myself and I die, that I kind of like, oh, oh crap, this game doesn't have an autosave. I must remember to save again. We've been too spoiled with it lately. That's what I noticed when you're in The Witcher or any games like that. Remember, save often rather than dying. I remember that the last time I saved was an hour and a half ago. Now here's a bit where the game started to drop a bit of frame rate. Now don't judge that on the game. Now my PC started to give out here a little bit. I think I need to upgrade a few things and make sure some background things are shut down and I'm going streaming a bit of a game, but this is a bit of a glitch I was having at the moment. Don't judge the game on that. It runs perfectly smooth. It fixes itself up in a minute because this potato I'm running things on just doesn't seem to want to go with it now, does it? Yeah. I like the way each cabin's its own separate thing instead of auto-tunes into it. Huh, watch this guy. Hey, there's dead bodies everywhere. Finally, they sent someone to help. Have you come about the heating? Yeah, mate. Yeah, you didn't notice no one's bothered to check in on you, no? There we go, not a spoiled little rich kid, although there's some really, really funny throwbacks to some modern people that complain about everything with first world problems on here. I like their little nods and smiles to all these things. No mention of Isaac Jacob and some words of him. Diary page, huh? He'll only give us the diary page if we fix the heating. Let me guess. Yeah, of course. Oh yeah, here's where I was fiddling around with it, because I noticed that the little like and share button was blocking the field of text, so, you know, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, this game has that one of the whole fetch quest while avoiding the bad guy type of thing. It's good fun. It's the kind of thing that I used to enjoy back in the NES days. You remember good old Zelda? Back in the days, I'm thinking some of those Muppets now on Twitter that we shall not mention, or we're not allowed to mention, who think Link is Zelda. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just forget they ever existed, shall we? Okay, so off on our adventure. So we're going to take another little look around the cabin here. Rob all the drawers. Don't forget, as with any good thing, rob everything out of every building until you're over encumbered, then dump it all in a big pile. Yeah, I'm going to leave that well enough alone. So take a look around here. Hey, another bed. Will we have a sleep? Yeah, we'll take another nap. Why not? It's only a killer wandering around on the loose. To be honest though, no, I do like that mechanic. It's quite handy as they seem to nicely, subtly put it in there. Here's our map. I love the Bear Paw Island in the middle. Kind of a nice reminder. Let's see. This camp was nearly destined to have the bears, the serial killer, huh? This is where he started going slow again. I seriously need to fix this potato. But anyway, guys, I'm not going to run this for too much longer, but definitely I've been enjoying playing Camp Sunshine, and I thought I'd give you this little taster here. It's definitely one to check out. Camp Sunshine Game on Facebook. Put it into Google. You'll see it on the EGS. It's easy to find. It's a great game, and it's definitely worth checking out, and something I would highly recommend. And if you're listening to this, thanks for giving a listen to my first little run through of a game. And hopefully I'll be doing more of these in the future, now that I've actually got a setup where I can actually do these type of things. So don't forget, you know, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz that we do in the EGS. And don't forget to check out the emeraldgoresociety.com. And we'll see you later, guys. I'll just leave you play out with a little bit of this here after I finish closing all the toilets. And we'll see you later.